terrorist Masood killed all those people in London last week? They've been trying to find a link between him and some terrorist group, Al-Qaeda, whoever it is that might have influenced him. They discovered that he had on his phone an app called WhatsApp. And apparently the officials there want to get information because it's encrypted, but the app developers don't want to cooperate. We're joined right now by cybersecurity expert and attorney Shawn Tuma. Shawn, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. Referring back to one of the latest terrorist attacks involving Khalid Masood in England, there's focus now on an app called WhatsApp, and I don't know anything about it. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, WhatsApp is simply a texting and communications application that you can use on your mobile phones as well as over web-based applications. And it allows you to send communications that are encrypted during that channel. So they go through an encrypted tunnel, basically, and people cannot intercept or snoop and see what's in those messages. They're secure. And so even the service provider, the company, WhatsApp, or the government do not have the ability to get in and see what the messages are that you're sending.
I remember this being an issue after the San Bernardino case where investigators wanted to get into that iPhone. It was locked. Nobody wanted to cooperate with them. I think eventually they had to go to some outside firm that somehow broke the encryption. What are the issues here for privacy?
Well, the whole debate is over this supposed privacy versus security machination, I guess you could call it, where the government is saying, look, in this particular case in London, we know that minutes before he did this atrocious act, he sent communications over WhatsApp. We want to know what's in it. We have a right to get in and see and maybe trace it to other collaborators or what have you. And the other side of it is the privacy argument, which is saying, look, we're told to keep data and information private. And in fact, the government encourages us with things such as HIPAA and other rules to use encryption to protect data and communications. And that's a great cybersecurity measure. And so it's creating this challenge between what's more important. Is it the privacy or is it the getting of this information? But then there's a whole new wrinkle to it, because what the government says is, hey, then just give us a back door to the apps that we can use when we need it and get in and see critical information sometimes that may stop terrorism.
Yeah.
And who doesn't want to stop terrorism? And so then that's got another wrinkle that we recently saw with the WikiLeaks CIA information being revealed, and that's that the government can't always protect these kind of backdoors. So it's really created quite a mess.
Yes, it has. And to be clear, in the London attack, it's still not for sure that there was anything involved in WhatsApp that was connected to the terror, but that's the question, right? They want to find out.
That's right. All they know is that he sent a message within a few minutes before the act. They don't know what was in it, I don't believe.
Right. And I'm assuming that ultimately they could try to, nothing, is there anything these days that's absolutely impenetrable?
Depends on who you ask. I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything is impenetrable these days. I think there's always some way. And for example, what we also learned with the CIA document revelations and Wikipedia is that while they couldn't break the encryption channel of WhatsApp, what they could do is simply go to your device, use basic hacking type methods like phishing, social engineering, get into your device, and then once you're inside the device, you can see all of those communications that were sent through that encrypted channel.
We're talking to cybersecurity expert Shawn Tuma. I know there are differences in the way the law deals with this in England versus the United States, but it's my understanding there that the Home Secretary has asked the owner of this WhatsApp app, and Facebook and some other technology companies to come to a meeting where they can discuss allowing security officers to get access to this data at times. There's probably going to be a lot of pushback on that, I imagine.
That's right. There will be, and that's exactly what they're going to say is, look, you have to give us some sort of key, master key, to get in when we really need it. But the irony of that is in the EU and in the UK, they take privacy to a different level than we do here in the U.S. They view privacy as a human right, and they have these very stringent data protection laws. And the whole thing that led to the U.S. and the EU's privacy framework, the safe harbor, a couple of years ago getting thrown out was the revelations of how the U.S. intelligence agents were able to get in and view these communications. So it's really an ironic situation now.
It is. Shawn Tuma, thank you so much for your time.
It is my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Coming up in a little later this hour, we're going to talk to Dan Springer. He is with the Fox News Channel. He's covering a story today I think is pretty interesting. So a liberal judge out west has called on the Immigrations and Customs Enforcement agents to stop coming to courthouses to look for criminals. You just about couldn't make this stuff up. 314-969-9797. More of your phone calls coming up on The Mark Cox Show.
The Mark Cox Show on FM News Talk 97.1, 98.7, AM 1490, and 97.1talk.com. Traffic reports at your fingertips. Real-time traffic online. Log on to 971talk.com for real-time traffic updates.
Brought to you by Frank Lita Acura. With 0.9% financing going on now. Can't beat a Lita. Online at litaacura.com.
Who do you use when it comes to fixing your furnace or your air conditioner if you're having problems? Use somebody you can trust. Brian Agers and Agers HVAC he'll send his crew out. He'll give you a 30-minute guarantee pretty much on a window on when his crew's going to be there. Not one of these, well, we'll be there between 7 and noon. That's not how they operate because he understands, because he likes good customer service. It makes a difference. He loves 97.1 listeners. He'll give you a discount if you buy into his new service agreement where they come out twice a year, check the furnace, check the air conditioner. They're not looking to sell you a new unit if you don't need it, but they're going to service your unit. And if they give you parts or they need labor, they're going to give you discounts on those, and then they're going to give you a guarantee, a warranty, lifetime warranty on any repairs. So just bear that in mind. He also, the great thing is, Brian can offer liquid gas financing that conveniently gets added to your bill, so you don't miss a payment and have some huge interest rate all of a sudden, which some companies are offering out there. Plus, right now, because it's going to start heating up, he can offer up to $1,700 on Linux rebates on qualifying systems. So getting a hold of Agers HVAC is easy. It's callagers.com. That's AGERS, callagers.com.
Business owners and key employees gain months' worth of valuable contacts in just a few hours. Join us for the St. Louis Business Expo and Business Growth Conference Wednesday, April 19th from 11 to 5 at the St. Charles Convention Center. This is the largest business-to-business expo in Missouri. Admission is free, and so are the 20 informative seminars and keynotes, including marketing, sales, and social media. And don't miss the largest speed networking session ever from noon to 1. It's all free. To register, visit stlexpo.com or call 314-569-0076.
Encore Consignment Gallery is Town & Country's hidden jewel, the only store of its kind with over 10,000 square feet of beautiful, upscale, gently used home furnishings and decor. Looking to downsize, closing an estate, or moving on? Let Encore sell the pieces you're ready to part with. Redecorating? Find that item you've been looking for at Encore Consignment Gallery in the Lamp and Lantern Village in Town & Country or at facebook.com/Encore Consignment Gallery.
Visit their 10,000 square foot showroom today in the Lamp and Lantern Village.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly. The Home Loan Expert is a mortgage bank. That gives us a huge advantage over the brokers because we underwrite our own conventional and FHA loans. What does that mean for you? Lower rates and faster turn times. Although we now have that big bank lending platform, our customer